Hello, my name is Barbara Murray. I'm a member of the public policy team at St. John's Episcopal Church in Portland, Oregon. I'm here with Norman Turrell, who's going to help me learn how to navigate the Oregon legislative website. Norman, I am interested in a particular subject in the Oregon legislature and whether there's any legislation. I have no idea how to start. Can you point me in the right direction?
I can do my best. Let's share my screen first. I'm going to go to the Oregon Legislature's website. Can you see that now?
I can see it.
Yeah, and this is the homepage for the entire Oregon Legislature, and you can find it by either a quick Google search by Oregon Legislature or just go to oregonlegislature.gov. And on here, there's a huge amount of information. If we go to the topmost part of this, it shows the information in tabs across the top. Some people will want to find their legislator. You can do that by clicking on the part that says find your legislator by address, and that'll actually take you to another website to put in your address, and you'll find all the representatives that you never knew you had for the government. Let's not do that right now, but Barbara said she wanted to search on a particular topic. Let's go to the Oregon Legislative Information System webpage, which is OLIS, and you'll then see the main page of OLIS. And there's a huge amount of information about bills and committees and sponsors and so on. But the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're on the current session, and that's the session button at the top here. And you would choose the 2026 regular session because that's the current session. And that will then set the website to only search in that session. Now, you said you were interested in a particular topic. I already in the topics, and I chose a campaign topic, but you can also search by bill number here. For bill numbers, you can search for a particular bill number or range of bills in the House and the Senate, or you can also search on bill sponsor. If you know the name of the sponsor, you can search by any of the legislators in this list in the House and Senate. But let's go back to the bill text searching, and you put in a keyword here, and that will search through any of four things here, either the bill title, catch line, and summary, or the full text of the bill, or search through the LC version of the bill. LC means Legislative Council, and it's kind of a draft version of bills. But
And you can click as many of those as you want?
Pardon me? You can pick
You can
any of
click
those.
more than one?
Yes.
Okay.
You can click on any of these or all of them. I like to choose these three because that's the ones. And if you then point at the ones that have been selected through this search, you can see what the topic of this is. And there's a topic pops up as you point your pointer at this. Let's go to this one about campaign contributions. And this goes to a bill page. Every bill in the legislature has a summary or overview page like this. And it gives a huge amount of information about the sponsors, the bill title, the summary of the bill. And this particular bill is about campaign contributions being allowed to be used by office holders for security at their home. And it would allow them to spend campaign money that is donations to their campaign for this purpose, whereas right now it's not allowed by law. Scrolling down here, there's fiscal impact, revenue impact, and measure analysis by the staff of the legislature. It's the current committee is the House Committee on Rules, and you keep scrolling down here. And any conflicts of interest that have been declared is here by legislators. And this is maybe the most important part in major history. It shows that it's just been introduced and had the first reading and was referred by the House Speaker to the Rules Committee. And it actually had a hearing this morning in the House Rules Committee. And we'll come back to that for a minute. Going back to the top, you can click on this tab, and there's a list of any of the text versions of the bill under this tab. Any analysis will be under this tab. Right now, there's only one analysis, which is the government impact statement. And if any amendments have been submitted, it comes in this page. Sometimes there's dozens of amendments. Right now, there's none for this particular bill. This is pretty straightforward. Any testimony that has been submitted would be under this tab. And you can see that there's 3 people who have submitted written testimony for this particular bill. And those were passed to the committee this morning. And if you click on any one of these, you can see view the document. This particular one came from the Brennan Center for Justice, and it's a document about intimidation of state and local officials.
It's interesting that they tell you who they are representing, so you
Yes.
can kind of tell what their bias might be.
Exactly. And the individuals have also got testimony here. Like this one is a letter from somebody at the Security Industry Association, but this is the written testimony for that particular person. So you can browse through there. There's also presentations that might have been given to the committee and so on. Going back, you can also ask to testify in person under this tab, register in person. I won't go into this too deep, but this is how you would ask either to appear before the committee in person or on video, and you can do that through this mechanism.
Does OLIS have a way to contact your legislator directly through the website?
Yes. Why don't you hold that question for a second? I want to go back to the overview of this bill and then go to the committee hearing itself. You can click on this public hearing scheduled, and it will go to a page that's just for that whole hearing, and you can see what happened there. And if there's a video available, which is not yet filed, you can access it through the hearing page and view the video of the entire hearing, that presentation of the bill and any testimony that was in person. Okay, going back to finding your legislator, if you go back to the main page by clicking on the seal of the state there, this goes back to the home page of the legislature. You can see tabs up here about House and Senate and bills and laws and committees, and this is access to all that information. If you wanted to say, get to your own senator, you would click on this, and I happen to know that my senator is a Democrat, so this is a list of all Democratic senators. And at the very bottom of this list is Senator Wagner. And you can see that he has an email address here and a phone number where you can get a hold of his office, and the website for his particular purposes. If you click on that, it comes to a page like this, and you can see all sorts of information about him, a biography, both in English and Spanish, news and information about his office staff. There's a district map, which is in southern Portland and south of Portland. any bills that he's sponsored and any committees that he sits on. So there's a huge amount of information here.
Interesting.
Any
How
other,
often is, sorry,
any other questions I was going to ask?
um, how often is the OLIS website updated?
It's updated constantly as soon as information is available. So, for example, that hearing occurred this morning in the House Rules, and so anything that happened there was posted on that committee webpage, and for the particular hearing. And the video, when it's available, will be also posted there.
Well, thank you. That was very helpful. I think I now have a way to try to navigate that website for different areas that I'm interested in.
Okay, let me stop sharing here and appreciate everybody's attention here.